Hello students, let us start with a new topic today, photosynthesis. A very interesting and an important topic for your NEET, CET or your board exams. So what is photosynthesis? This picture very well explains how the green plants, as you can see in the picture, takes the sunlight that is in presence of solar energy, takes in carbon dioxide through the stomata, absorbs water through the roots, and in presence of sunlight they convert all these carbon dioxide and water to form sugars, that is food, and also release oxygen. So photosynthesis actually can be explained, it is the only process on the earth by which solar energy is trapped by green plants including algae, and then it is converted into food. We can define photosynthesis as it is a process of synthesis of carbohydrates. So what is synthesized? Carbohydrates is synthesized, that is in the form of glucose, from inorganic materials such as carbon dioxide and water with the help of solar energy. The energy trapped is solar energy, which is trapped by chlorophyll pigments and other pigments. Chemical equation we can show 6 molecules of carbon dioxide plus 12 molecules of water in presence of sunlight in chlorophyll pigments. They prepare food in the form of glucose C6H12O6. Oxygen is evolved and water molecules are also released out. This process is unique to green plants and it is the final light energy trapping process on which all life ultimately depends, because then the herbivores they feed on the green plants, the food energy which is trapped in them. The carnivores they feed on the herbivores and the food chain continues. It is one of the most massive chemical process going on the earth where simple substances join together to form a complex molecule. So thus it is a anabolic process. Photosynthesis is a anabolic process. Now, this process, when it takes place, it needs carbon dioxide. Atmosphere contains only 0.03% carbon dioxide by volume. This small percentage represents 2200 billion tons of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Oceans also contain carbon dioxide. It contains 50 times by amount of atmospheric carbon dioxide in the form of dissolved gases or in the form of carbonates. From these two sources, that is from air and water, 70 billion tons of carbon is fixed by green plants annually in a year. Let us see the structure of chloroplast before starting with actual process of photosynthesis. So where are these chloroplasts present? Chloroplast, it is present in the mesophyll cells of the green leaves. You can see this is a structure of a leaf. In this structure of the leaf, if you see this outer layer, the first layer, this layer is epidermis. Below the epidermis, the cells that are present, these are called as mesophyll cells. And again the epidermis is there. So if you see properly, these openings are stomata. Carbon dioxide is entering through the stomata. Carbon dioxide is taken. Light energy is trapped by the mesophyll cells. The pigments that are present in the chloroplast in the mesophyll cells, and water is entering through the vascular bundles. The veins brings the water, especially the vascular bundles like xylem, and then the food is prepared in the mesophyll cells in the chloroplast, and this food is then transported by the veins through vascular bundles like phloem to all the parts of the body. So chloroplast mainly it is located in the mesophyll cells of the leaves. You can see these are the mesophyll cells. The carbon dioxide reaches them through stomata. From where is the carbon dioxide entering into the leaves? Through the stomatal openings, which are present more on the ventral surface, few on the dorsal surface in dicot plants. And water is reaching them through veins, which is all of course brought by the vascular bundle xylem. In higher plants, chloroplasts are discoid or lens shape in structure. So let us see in detail the structure of this chloroplast. So beautiful picture of chloroplast. You can see that each chloroplast it is bounded by a double membrane. In the picture you can see this is the outer membrane, this membrane it is the outer membrane, then this is the inner membrane. There is space between outer and inner membrane. This space is called as the intermembrane space, and this entire chloroplast, which is disc shape or discoid shape or lens shape, it is filled with the aqueous fluid, and this fluid is called as stroma. So inside the membranes, it is found a ground substance, aqueous fluid is present, this substance it is called as stroma. In the stroma, inside the stroma, there is a system of chlorophyll bearing double membrane sacs called as lamellae. So before understanding, look at this picture. Can you see these sac-like structures, discoid-like structure, which are stacked one above the other? So these are what? These are thylakoids, which are placed one above the other. And many number of thylakoid, when they are stacked to each other, they are interconnected by lamellae, by membranes called as lamellae. So thylakoid are disc-like structure which are placed one above the other, and singular, this singular structure stack, it is called as granum, and plural it is called as grana. So single disc is thylakoid. This is thylakoid. One bunch of thylakoid is called as granum, and inside the chloroplast there are many grana. So this is one granum, second granum, third granum. All together they are grana, and every granum is made up of stack of disc-shaped structures called as thylakoid. Individual sacs in each granum, they are called as thylakoid. So I hope this much is clear. To see in detail, all the pigments like chlorophyll, carotenes or xanthophylls are located in the thylakoid membrane. I will draw one thylakoid over here. So this is one thylakoid, which is again a double walled membrane made up of lipids and proteins. So the wall of the thylakoid, here what is present, the pigments are present here on the wall of the thylakoid. This in center again, it is having cavity, and the cavity which is present in a single thylakoid, it is called as lumen. And on the wall of the thylakoid, what is present? The different types of pigments are present. I'll just uh, mark this is in green color. These are the pigments which are present in a photosystem. So photosystems are present on the membrane of the thylakoid, and then number of thylakoid will be stacked together. Again I will show, this was one thylakoid, then there is another thylakoid, then there is third thylakoid, then there is fourth thylakoid, and many thylakoids together forms one granum, and there are many granum which are connected by lamellae. So I hope this is clear. So these pigments which are present on the in the photosystems on the wall of the thylakoid, what do? They absorb the light of a specific spectrum in the visible region, and these pigments which are present are fat soluble, like the chlorophylls, the carotenoids, the xanthophylls, and they're located in the lipid part of the membrane. With the help of certain enzymes, these pigments, they participate in conversion, or by trapping the solar energy and converting the solar energy into chemical energy. What are they forming? They are forming ATP molecules and NADPH molecules. This is also called as light reaction, which I'll teach you in the next video. The enzymes of stroma. Now there are many enzymes in the stroma. This material present here, it is the stroma, and there are many enzymes present in the stroma which will then use this ATP and NADPH2, and then they will form carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are formed by another mechanism in the stroma, students, by a process called as dark reaction. So photosynthesis takes place by two steps: light reaction and dark reaction. Light reaction takes place in presence of sunlight, dark reaction takes place irrespective of sunlight. I will not say it takes place at night. No, it may take place during day also, but it does not need sunlight. Light reaction takes place in the thylakoid with the help of the pigments. Dark reaction takes place in the what we can say stroma. Right now, along with this, there are some other parts also. This picture I've taken from your textbook. There is a chloroplast. There is a DNA that is present, nucleoid DNA. So this DNA is circular DNA, similar to the DNA of prokaryotes. And then the stroma may contain lot of enzymes are there, other molecules, other substances are also present. So students, I hope you have understood the structure of chloroplast, definition of photosynthesis. In next video I will discuss about the different type of pigments that are present in chloroplast in detail. Thank you.